Hey everybody, this is Kevin Crouch with Ellis County Weather, and I wanted to bring you a weekend update from outside. It's actually quite nice out this evening. Here in the shade, there's a little bit of a breeze. It's not terribly humid. Great night to do some weed eating, which is what I'll be doing here in a few minutes. I wish there was less bugs as they're zooming around here, but aside from that, it's a pretty nice evening. And despite the heat, we're kind of just used to that at this point. But pretty decent evening, and we actually do have some rain on the way. So I'll get to the forecast here shortly. After I tell you that, of course, this is, as usual, sponsored by the Arcade. And what I want to tell you about the Arcade is that as the heat continues, we're only getting started with summer. Great place to get out of the house. You know, when it's hot, a lot of the times we get out in the morning, do things in the morning, get out in the evening. During the day, we just get so tired of sitting around. And we've done enough sitting around inside, but with COVID and all the different things that are going on, and with the kids out of school, we got to get them out of the house somehow, right? We got to just go somewhere. Well, the Arcade is a really neat place to go. They're going to stay cool over there in the basement of the Rogers Hotel here in Waxahachie. So it's a great place to go, beat the heat, and get out of the house for a little while, do something fun. You pay one fee when you go in, and you play any game as long as you want to through the day. So, and then, well, you can play as long as give somebody else a chance on the game or something. You know, don't hog it or anything. But you can also have parties there. So I know that we really go all in with summer birthday parties, right? Because there's no school. I mean, the schedule is so much more open. So that, and when family comes in, I know I have family coming in this weekend. And if there's any kind of traveling going on, maybe you have family visiting here, go impress them. You have a retro arcade right here in your hometown. It's pretty cool, pretty good flex. So go check that out in the basement of the Rogers Hotel in downtown Waxahachie. And then I want to get to the forecast because this weekend, of course, we have the Hatchie Home Tour that Jimmy Porch and some other folks are putting on. And the cool thing is that every location has like a food or drink vendor. That's enough for me. So if you want more information on that, go look up Hatchie Home Tour on Facebook. You can get tickets there and all that kind of thing. But it's actually going to be a pretty decent forecast for that. Let's start off with Friday night. It's going to be mostly clear with lows in the mid-70s, pretty average for this time of year. And then Saturday is going to be mostly sunny with highs in the mid-90s. Now, the Hatchie Tour goes from 11 to 4. You're going to want to go earlier in the day, right, before you beat the heat of the day. So I would go early. Go early and maybe tour some homes and then maybe do like a late breakfast, kind of a brunch kind of thing. Go check out some houses and then be home by the time the heat of the day hits from 1 to 3 o'clock. Or, you know, the good thing is it's also both days. So if you kind of spread it out across the 2 days, then you should be able to stay cool throughout that time. Saturday night, it's going to be mostly clear with lows in the mid-70s. Again, a pretty average night for this time of year. We have showers and thunderstorms coming back into the forecast, though. Sunday is going to be a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms with highs pretty average in the mid-90s. Sunday night, it ramps up to 40% with lows in the low 70s, and then we actually increase the rain chances as we get into next week. Looks like we might have a few waves of showers and thunderstorms. Best chance for that's going to be Monday and Tuesday, and I'll bring you more on that next week. But the thing I'll say, too, is that at the moment, the severe weather threat looks pretty limited. So we should be able to avoid most of that impact over the next few days. So that's the good news. The bad news is it could be another flood event. We could have quite a bit of rain on Monday and Tuesday. So as if we haven't had enough flooding through all the May storms that we had, we could be looking at another flood situation over the next few days. Good thing is I don't think it's going to be raining for like most of a month at this point. So the last thing I want to talk about is we have a couple of events coming up. So the first is going to be, of course, the recap of the Forest and Tornado from May 3rd. And that's going to be a live event. So that'll be a live broadcast here on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to go into kind of what my day was like running up to that. We'll talk about how the event unfolded. We'll talk about when the storm came into Ellis County, what that was like. And then we'll talk about the tornado itself, what the different things that we've learned from the damage, different. I'm going to try to get different photos and footage, which if you have that to contribute, send that to kevin@elliscountyweather.com. I would love to see that and include that. And of course, credit will be given to everyone that submits that. And we'll take some questions as well, so I can try to answer some of the questions you might have about that storm. The other thing I'm really excited about, and we just announced this week, is a screening of Twister at the Waxahachie Showbiz Theater. And there are limited tickets, and the reason for that is there's limited seats. So I wanted to be able to control that, and that way there wasn't like 150 people showing up for a limited number of seats. There's 70 seats available, and as I'm filming, a third of those have already sold. So we're only a couple days in to the event being available, and a third of the seats have already been sold. So when we go to the event, the doors are going to open at 6:30. We will start with an introduction of the film by myself at 7 o'clock. 7:15 the movie starts, and then after the movie, I'm going to take about half an hour or so of Q&A so that I can answer questions you have about the film or about weather in general or about me. Nothing too personal, obviously. It'll be my discretion what I answer. But questions about the film, about the weather involved in it, and all those different things I'll be happy to take at the end. And then I'd love to just meet some of you. So go over to the Facebook page, the event, or if you want to go straight to Eventbrite, that's Event, B-R-I-T-E. Then the tickets are for sale there. Just search Ellis County Weather. You'll find the information there. But come join me to watch Twister. This movie really had a big impact on me doing what I do now, and really wanting to learn how those things happen, how everything works. So come join me at the theater. Tickets are $5, not much, just allows me to recoup the funds a little bit that I spent to rent the theater, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. So for more information on that and everything, just go to the Facebook page. I'll put links here too. And then also, have a good weekend. Enjoy it. And be watching for more updates on the showers and thunderstorms coming in the next few days.